Here in Library Land, here on planet Earth, I'm gonna do my best to stay calm and not cry, but I make no guarantees. When I thought about what I would be saying during this report a few months ago, I thought I'd be talking about IMLS and book bans. Instead, you have a Latina as president and a Latino as vice president. Renee, can you stand, please? As a Latina, and as a person, as a human being, I have to acknowledge the atrocities happening in our towns and our neighborhoods, including in mine just yesterday. The recent federal immigration actions directed toward communities in Illinois and across the country are sensitive, and for many, including myself, a deeply personal topic. While I understand that some of these matters may extend beyond our professional scope as librarians, they absolutely impact us as people. We have a shared responsibility not only to talk about and document what we're seeing, but also to ensure that our staff and patrons are heard, supported, and informed about actions that may affect them or their family members. Quick disclaimer here, please remember that our role is to share information, not interpret the law. Most of us are not actually attorneys. Librarians are not legal advisors, but we are trusted community resources. Providing clear, accessible, and compassionate information helps our patrons stay informed and connected during these uncertain times. And of course, safety for you, for your staff, for your patrons is paramount. While I'm not currently aware of any library buildings being directly impacted, but please let us know if it happens, schools, churches, and other related public institutions have been. I'm encouraging you as librarians to remain attentive and vigilant and prepare to adapt services as needed, especially if there are members of your community who are afraid to leave their homes and come to the library in person. We did this during COVID, we can do it now. Consider expanding alternatives such as virtual programs, remote access options, or e-content resources. I mentioned COVID, and also with the More Than a Building ILA campaign. ILA is listening, we're working. We want to support and to inform as much as we can. We also encourage you to reach out to trusted networks and colleagues. I hope you'll indulge me for just a second as I share a personal story. When my mom was young, she visited her public library for the first time. She was 13. Where she grew up, there was no public library. And while her father regularly brought her books so she could learn and practice her English, she was completely unfamiliar with the concept of library. Public libraries were just starting to become a thing in Mexico, and they didn't have one in her hometown. But now that she lived here in the US, in Arizona, there was a library she could walk to. And the first time she visited, she learned she could take out 5 books at a time. Blew her mind. She headed straight to the mystery section, which at the time was her favorite, and started at the beginning of the shelf because she thought that's how libraries work. You started here and you worked your way through. 2 days later, she brought those 5 books back, took out another 5, and returned those 2 days later. And she caught the eye of the head librarian who came out and talked with her and asked her, "What else do you like to read? I see you at mysteries a lot. What else do you like to read?" And the librarian shared her favorite titles with my mom, mysteries, of course, but also biographies and history. My mom fell in love with the library, and she still hasn't stopped using it. She's gonna kill me. She's almost 70. Many years later, my dad, dating my mom, took her home to introduce her to his grandmother. It was her favorite librarian. This story solidifies 2 things I know to be true. 1, apparently I was destined to be a librarian. And 2, feeling a sense of belonging is vital. Despite being new to this country and having never stepped into a library, my mom was welcomed. That's why our theme this year, You Belong Here, is so important to me. We open our library doors to people who weren't born here, who don't speak the same languages we do, who don't look like us, and we welcome them. The library is as much theirs as anyone else's, and it's also yours. You belong in your library. You belong in the library world. Each of us makes our group stronger and more resilient. Libraries in Illinois cannot exist without each and every one of you. Okay, shifting now. That's why we need you to get involved. Comedy Carolyn is back. The best way to get involved is through attendance at events like this one. Yay, you did it! Or by service on a committee or participating in a forum. Please take some time to explore the different committees and forums that we have on the ILA website and volunteer for one. Renee, who you just met, is going to be making committee appointments for the next year, and he wants a good, solid list of volunteers. So feel free to reach out to a committee chair, forum manager, staff, or board member if you have questions about a particular committee or forum. Another way to help is to nominate someone for the ILA Executive Board. You could be like us. Past President Amy Byers' nominating committee is very interested in your suggestions for potential candidates to consider. The link to suggest a candidate includes